Well, hi everybody, it's Willow again from Willow Mystical, and this is the third video in making our Brigid dolly for Imbolc. So here's the one that I had already made with the braids, and then we decided to make her. This is the one that will be on my home altar, but this one will be going to my shop altar, and we decided to make her with wild ponytails instead of braids. But right now what we need to do is we need to make her crown. So first we might want to even up her ponytails. You know, we might want to even them up instead of them hanging so wild. So let's trim them. Main thing is I want to try to keep them even with each other. And I think that's pretty good. So let me move that out of the way. And now let's work on her crown. As I said before, I had bought these flowers, and I bought this whole thing, you know, for $1.25, and it's perfect for this. And I'm cutting these off because these are going to be the little plastic ends. And then I'm going to pull 3 of these little flowers off, and like I said in a previous video, these little flowers put me in mind of my beloved violets, and that's why I'm using them. So then on the back side of this, I'm going to need a glue stick for this, I know it. There we go. So on the back side of this, I'm going to run hot glue down that plastic. You can see where I'm running the hot glue right down it. And I'm going to put this here, start the very top, and I'm just going to line that right across her head like that. Let the end stick out down there. But you're going to have to hold this here until it dries. Right here, let me bring that up some. So let's hold it until it starts to dry, it sets. Good. Now let's do this other one. And again, I'm running hot glue here down the back side of it. So right here, I'm running hot glue just like that. I'm not putting it on the very tip of it. And then I'm going to take it and I'm going to lay it right up here next to this one and hold it down to let it set and dry in. Now the ends are going to stick out a little bit. That's okay, I don't care. I'm going to hold that right there until that dries up. Just as that. Perfect. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Now, when I pull the flowers off, they have this little white thing on the back of them. I'm going to put glue right on, a little yellow thing, and I'm going to put that right on it, right onto the tip of the flower, and I'm going to put one right here in the center. As such, I think I'm going to turn that flower a little bit because I want it to cover where that one little glue drop was. Like that. I don't need that in front. Perfect. And then I am going to do, I thought I tore off 3. I did. Now I'm going to do the same with these other 2. I take hot glue right down that yellow stem onto the purple, and I'm going to put it right next to it. And perfect. And again, let me move you over, Bridge. I'm going to take this, lost that new glue stick in it. Until they grab hold, they will fall out, I guess. This glue gun is so old, I really need to invest in a new one, to be honest. Maybe someday. And this one, I'm going to fold this up and stick it right there. Move it over because I want to be able to, yeah, there we go. It gives the idea. It sure does give the idea. So now we have those on there. Perfect. I gotta get that one. It's not wanting to. There we go. Now stay. Perfect. So there's her crown. And pull off the cobwebs. Hot glue cobwebs. There we go. And this is what the back looks like, but I'm not worried about the back. But here's what she looks like up front. So now the last thing we need to do is we need to create her banner, her garland of flowers. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to take a piece of ribbon and we're going to measure it how we want it when we cut it. I just happened to pick this up and it looks like it's going to be the perfect size. Yeah, that's kind of weird. So let me set Brigid to the side, set her ribbon down, and I'll show you, move all this other stuff out of the way, and I'll show you how I'm going to create this. Here, I took tape and I taped down the ends of the ribbon because I want it to stay in place. I have got hot glue cobwebs all over me. What else are those on? Okay. This is just an old work table out on my lanai, and this is what I'm using it for because it is hot glue and because it's close to the plug. So I'm going to take off 4 of these flowers. 1, 2, 3, and 4. But this time, when it comes to this yellow thing, I am going to cut it all the way down next to the flower, like such. And then I'm going to put hot glue, get that in there, right there in the center, to catch the yellow thing and the flower. And then I'm going to put that right in the center of my ribbon, as such. Let's repeat that. Right there. One more. I hope all this is in frame. If it's not, forgive me. I'm sure you got enough in frame to see what I actually try to create. And there. As such. Now, I'm going to take this up and I'm going to, now when she holds this, what's going to happen is it's going to try to turn upside down. So how I beat that is I took a 4th one and I cut it down even. And then I took hot glue and I glued it right directly on the back of the one in the center. And I turned it so the leaves were, the leaves weren't exactly matched up. I didn't want the leaves matched up. Take off your tape. Tape folded over on itself, and now it's wanting to fight me about coming off. There. Hot glue cobwebs. Oops, sorry. And I'm going to take this over her hands like she's holding it. That wild hair in a way. Like such. And I'm going to glue it. So I'm going to glue this here. So I'm going to go right over that orange thread. Like such. And take the pinking scissors. It stops it from fraying. And then I'm going to do the same on this side. And again, I'm going to go right over that orange thread. And then I'm going to clip it as well. And there is our blessed Brigid doll holding the garland. So I hope you make one for yourself. One will go on my altar at home, this one with the braids, and the other one will go on my altar in the shop, but they're just not going to stay there for Imbolc. They will stay there all year round. And so I hope you get creative and you create your own in your own spring theme. And I hope you will leave a comment below to let me know how it turned out for you. Please subscribe to my channel. Click that notification. Share if you will. Comment below. Give me the thumbs up. And get to create some beautiful magic in your life. Stay magical. And as always, blessed be.